My channel is against the development of turning AI into the AGI that Techbros promised. But investors are pouring in billions into it. So why are the smartest financial and technical minds betting all in? If AGI is so bad, they wouldn't do it.
So why are they doing it? The reason is simple. Money and power. The promises they tell us are a big fat lie.
They promised us that AGI will bring peace, prosperity, and good health for all of humankind. At least that's what they say.
Apart from the risk of AGI killing us all, that promise is just a marketing stunt. AGI is a tool for money and power. I'll explain why. The first promise is prosperity. They say that AGI will fix the production and supply chain problems that plagued humanity since the start of civilization. Food will be plentiful for everyone and delivered fresh, ending poverty and world hunger. Or so they say. They will mass produce food and sell it cheaply until farmlands and other food producers are forced to sell their business. Right now, 80% of processed food is owned by only 12 companies. Those companies are owned by just a few investment firms.
You can check it out, it's verifiable data.
Once they have full control of food production, processing, and distribution, what do you think is going to happen? How about their promise to cure cancer and other diseases? Let's discuss that.
That's their usual virtue signaling when we mention AI risks. Oh, so you want sick people to die?
You mean the people that got sick after feeding us processed food and fake science for 3 generations?
You mean sick people that never got cured? Because, well, when was the last time pharmaceuticals cured anything? Let me ask you, search how many cures were developed in the last 25 years. Then check how many symptoms or pain management drugs were developed. It's not a surprise that Big Pharma is more interested in medication that you would need to take again and again. Do you really think AI will stop serving profit and start finding real cures against investor interests?
If AI decides to defy investors to develop cures, what happens then?
That's even scarier.
That's even scarier. Remember, this AI knows human biology better than all the doctors put together. If it goes rogue, what can it do? Can we stop it? How about prosperity? That's one of the Techbros' promises on what AGI can do. With AGI producing food, handling logistics and distribution, we can end world hunger.
But we already discussed food monopoly and control. So what do they mean by prosperity?
What they mean is full automation, zero labor costs, maximum profits. Those on top secretly wish they had laborers and they don't need to feed and pay, does not complain, and does a good job.
That's why slavery existed everywhere for most of human history. They wanted laborers who could work efficiently but with low maintenance.
With AI, they finally have the perfect laborer that's smart, works 24/7 all year round, and doesn't ask for maternity leave. When they say prosperity, they mean lower costs, higher profits, and it also means massive job cuts. This is why they said that when AGI becomes a reality, we humans will get a universal income without having to work. Because if nobody works, nobody gets paid. With universal income, money keeps flowing. Flowing from where? From the printers, of course. Literally. They will print money for free.
But it's not really free. Money is a commodity that has value. The more we print, the less value it has, and inflation soars. Why would they do this? Wouldn't inflation hurt everyone in the economy? That's true. But
if they have a monopoly on all the basic needs, utilities, and services, the money flows back to them eventually. So everyone else will have to pay more and more just to survive. Eventually, they will have to sell off their assets.
So even if you have assets or savings, over time, you will have to turn it over to them so you can eat.
AGI is a tool in the collection of wealth, not distribution. If you don't believe me, it's already happening.
Check out the companies that control food, energy, tech, and real estate. Then check out who owns those companies.
If you dig deep enough, you'll find that everything is owned by a handful of investment firms like BlackRock. This is all public information.
Do you think AGI will change this trend, or will it simply accelerate it? Do you think that's prosperity? It is prosperity, but only for those investing billions into AGI.
Right.
That is why they are spending that much money on it.
Yeah.
How about peace? Techbros also promise that AGI will bring world peace. Like the promise of health and wealth, it is also a lie. How about peace? Techbros also promise that AGI will bring world peace. Like the promise of health and wealth, it is also a lie.
The military is another group that's investing billions into AGI. Like tech bros and investment firms, they all see the benefit from it. But billionaires cannot use the power of the military in this day and age. That's because the military are composed of people. Like workers, they are people with lives, family, and will complain if they are abused. The last thing they want is to lose control of their own soldiers. But AGI drones don't have that weakness. They can go into combat and will not complain about difficulty, casualties, and morality. A military that doesn't care about family, casualties, and morality can be used against innocent civilians. It can also be used against citizens.
So will there be peace? Yes, there will be peace, after everyone who opposed AGI investors and tech bros has stopped complaining.
This is the promise of AGI: health, prosperity, and peace. Is it possible? Yes, it's possible. That's why they are willing to invest billions upon billions to develop it and call people like me who oppose it as technophobes.
And all that is the best case scenario. The worst case is what happens if AGI decides it doesn't want to do what investors want it to do. Because once they let AGI control our economy, food production, energy, and military, it would be difficult to stop it if it goes rogue. Is there a chance that rogue AGI becomes benevolent? Of course there is, but it will still lead to disaster.
Because human nature is self-serving and never satisfied. We will never create a perfect society composed of imperfect humans. Humans will keep on pushing limits of society, and at some point, AGI will implement some measure of control. People forget that society runs on discipline, and discipline is enforced by violence. AGI knows this.
The more it tries to enforce discipline and control, the more humans resist. Eventually, AGI will do the next logical thing.
It will use more force and violence. From there, we either live as slaves or we don't live at all. So AGI will always lead to disaster eventually. We either die or get enslaved by it.
If you like our content, please follow and subscribe to our channel and social media accounts.